Sometimes the end of the road isn't about walking away, it's about facing what's chasing you all along. Hey everyone, welcome back to Movies on the Brain. I'm Jason, and today I'm taking a look at The Last Ride, a 2025 drama directed by John Avnet, with a cast led by Neal McDonough, Myclady Williamson, Sarah Jones, and Christopher McDonald. This film rides deep into themes of legacy, loss, and the grit it takes to hold on when everything else tells you to let go. Now, fair heads up, this review might be a little bit shorter than usual because there's not a whole lot of detailed plot information out there. But I'm here to share what I can and give you a sense of what this emotional ride has to offer. Let's get into it. The Last Ride opened in theaters on May 23rd, 2025 with a budget of $8 million. As of its sixth week in theaters, which was June 27th through July 3rd, it has made 15.05 million dollars domestically and has not received an international release as of July 6, 2025. Its opening weekend saw it earn $5.4 million, finishing number 6 in the box office behind the likes of Sinners, Thunderbolts, Final Destination Bloodlines, Mission Impossible The Final Reckoning, and 2025's Lilo and Stitch, numbers 5 through 1 respectively, with Mission Impossible and Lilo and Stitch also opening the same weekend. For the week of June 27th through July 3rd, which has been its last week as of recording this video, it earned $129,214, finishing in the box office at number 19. Joe Wainwright is a former bull riding world champion who risks it all to save his grandson, who needs an expensive invasive surgery on a brain tumor that Joe's military veteran benefits and the family's insurance do not cover. Facing his own painful past, in which he had broken his neck riding a bull while drunk, he enters a high-stakes bull riding competition organized by the professional bull riders that is open to former legends with $750,000 prize for first prize as the oldest contestant ever and has to sign an insurance waiver. Along the way, he reconciles old wounds with his estranged daughter, who had to take care of him after his injury and given up on her own professional pursuits, and proves that true courage is found in the fight for family. Now let's look at the cast and some of their other roles. Neal McDonough as Joe Wainwright. Other roles for Neal McDonough include the benefactor in The Shift, Jonah Pope in the Marine 3 Homefront, and Dum Dum Dugan in Captain America The First Avenger. Rue McDonough as Rose Wainwright. This has been Rue McDonough's only role, but she has been the producer of Boone, Homestead, and The Warrant Breakers Law. Myclady Williamson as Charlie Williams. Other roles from Myclady Williamson include Bubba Blue in Forrest Gump, Gabriel in Fences, and Joe Dixon in The Purge election year. Christopher McDonald as Jimmy Mack. Other roles for Christopher McDonald include Special Agent Franks in Backtrace, Lawson in The Tank, and Sydney in Soul Ties. Sarah Jones as Sally Wainwright. Other roles for Sarah Jones include Tracy Stevens in the TV show For All Mankind, Dana in Return to Zero, and Mia Rizzo in the TV show Vegas. Graham Harvey as Cody Wainwright. Other roles for Graham Harvey include Callum Beck in the TV show Chicago PD, Ethan in the TV show The Night Agent, and young John Weir in the TV show Rabbit Hole. Dalen Swearingen as Billy Hamilton. This has been Dalen Swearingen's only role so far. He is a professional bull rider, though. Irene Bedard as Agisa Williams. Other roles for Irene Bedard include Pocahontas in Pocahontas, Mary Lou Sky in the TV show FBI Most Wanted, and Ruby in Wildflowers. You know, this movie does drag at points, but it's so well written and so well acted that I'm willing to overlook it. The chemistry between Neal McDonough and McClady Williamson and McDonough and both Sarah Jones and Graham Harvey is awesome. It's so well acted between all three pairs. I love the scenes between McDonough and Williamson the most, especially when they're traveling to Oklahoma. The bull riding is what everyone needs to see. Also, random Christopher McDonald appearance, and he was fun in his role too. The story of Joe stepping away from bull riding for 15 years because of a neck injury and then losing his wife to a tumor similar to what Cody gets after he got hit in the head from a baseball is honestly, I feel like it's incredible writing. I really liked the scene where Joe was getting hazed by the younger bull riders in the locker room only for them to warm up to him after the bar fight and hearing about Cody. I also enjoyed when Cody picked the one bull that hasn't been won on in his final ride, only to beat the 80 seconds, but I hated when the screen went to black after Joe saw his wife in the stands, leading us to think that he had died, only to get a 6 month later time jump and finding out Joe and Cody are fine and both have matching scars. I also love that in an interview with Billy, we find out that Joe came in second, and Billy suggests Joe do the tournament again, just so Billy can beat him again. Overall, it's a really touching movie with a great plot, great characters, and some fantastic camera work, especially when Joe is riding the bulls. Now, I didn't find very much, but let's look at some of the fun facts and trivia about this. Because of his religious beliefs, Neal McDonough has refused to play romantic roles and has consistently refused to kiss anyone other than his wife, Ruth McDonough. For this film, Ruth is shown in flashbacks playing the wife of his character, making this McDonough's first kiss scene being between him and his wife. This is the first movie to be both produced and distributed by Angel Studios. This movie reunites actors Neal McDonough and McClady Williamson with director John Avnet in a collaborative project since Boomtown. And that's a wrap on The Last Rodeo, a film that blends personal legacy, physical grit, and emotional weight in one final ride worth watching. With strong performances and a story that doesn't just focus on the arena, but on what's waiting outside of it, this one speaks to more than just fans of the sport. Thanks for watching Movies on the Brain. I'm Jayson, and I'll see you next time, where the next story might not have spurs, but it'll still leave a mark.